Okay, so we'll just start by getting warmed up, warming hands up and shoulders and everything. I've got my tights on, I've got the whole lot on today. So just start with arm circles for me first, guys. I'll try and stay in the sun. It's a bit over here somewhere, a bit warmer. Okay, then change direction with your arms. Just make sure this is picking up my microphone. Yes, it is. Okay, then staying tall, let's just rotate the upper body. So as you know, this session, the first, actually it's a little bit less HIIT today, more core actually. So it's about just over 20 minutes of HIIT, and then there'll be a good 15 minutes or so of some core work in today's session, but we'll start with the HIIT. Okay, then from there, we're going to sit into a squat. Reach behind you, reach up. I think we've got a little paraglider above us. Nice day to be up in the sky doing that. Just need the sun to be a little bit higher. Okay, then we'll go into wood chop, so down to your ankle and over your shoulder. One more wood chop, and then change sides for me. Okay, then we're going to go really wide with the feet and just move from side to side, or as wide as hips and knees allow. Okay, if we go to a jog on the spot, I'm going to hang around in this corner over here where there's a bit more sunlight. Okay, then heel flicks. Into high knees. Okay, we jump and twist on the spot. So loosen those hips a little bit. And then heel flicks again. Into high knees. And then a final jump and twist. Okay, quickly tell you the format for the first round. So it's 3 exercises, each one we do for 25 seconds. The 25 seconds, the exercises are back to back. The timer is going to be there so you can see the timer and hopefully hear it beeping as well. And obviously I'll remind you. The first exercise is sprints on the spot. Second exercise is explosive jacks or jumping jacks. A third exercise is a burpee turn. Some of your favorites there, I'm sure. So you might, Michelle, you might need to tweak a couple of those. So sprints first, explosive jacks or jumping jacks, and then burpee turns, 25 seconds on each one. Then we have a break, and then we run through them until we've done them 4 times. I'm going to start that counting down. I could have done that anyway, because it's got a whole 25 seconds on there to count down through. So get yourself ready, get some space to start. Sprints on the spot, we're going to be using those arms. Get those arms pumping. I don't need these gloves. Let's take those off. Okay, so you've still got 10 seconds. If I stay over here, hopefully you can see me a little bit better. So in 3, 2, 1, let's start with sprints. Good, guys. So there's no rest when we go into jumping jacks or explosive jacks. Okay, so explosive jacks, this version you reach down to your feet, you come up, throw your arms back, or the regression is jumping jacks. Again, arms still coming round. Two, one. Then it's a burpee, feet out, feet in, with a 180-degree turn. So hands down, feet out, jump the turn or walk the turn. Regression with this one is to step your feet out instead of jumping them out, and then jump your feet back. Okay, and we rest. You rest there for a second. So that's one round of 4. So we go again with sprints. Okay, sprints again. It's exactly the same format and order. Then our explosive jacks. Good, guys, nice and big. Squeeze those shoulders back. 2, 1, then burpee turns. Like I say, you can walk the turn, jump the turn, or if the turn makes you dizzy, just take that out and do the burpee minus said turn. Two, 1. Whew. Can you see this? Just out of interest. Somebody's enjoying the sunshine. You can see him sat there. Right, so third time, sprints. All right, you there, Copper? Yeah. Just cooking himself in the window. Final few seconds. Okay, explosive jacks that I showed you last time, or jumping jacks. Two, 1, then our burpees. Whew. Okay, well, I'm warmed up, hopefully you are. We've got one more set to finish round 1. Then it's different exercises and a different format for round 2. So sprints again for the last time. Explosive jacks. 2, 1. Okay, go. Couple more. 2, 1. Okay. And then burpee turns for the final 25 seconds of this round. Pretty sure you probably can't see that timer actually with the sun, but you can hear it. So you've got 10 seconds left. Last 5, 2, 1. Okay, rest there for 25 seconds. If you need a drink, which I did, grab one. Round 2 is a pyramid circuit. So we'll start with one exercise, stop, do that again, then add a second, then a third, then a fourth, and then go back through them in reverse. First exercise is prisoner skaters. So 3, 2, 1, go. So hands are there to keep your shoulders back, head up. So try not to look at the floor. And then you're jumping or stepping side to side, landing with knees and feet together as you land, sit into that squat. Okay, this time we get a pause. So it's prisoner skaters again, then split hand press ups. So one hand higher than the other, obviously on the floor, either on your knees or on your feet. But skaters first. The work ratio has gone down to 20 seconds. So you can work nice and quick with these. Two, 1, okay. Straight onto the floor to split hand press ups. With the option to drop onto the knees for the press ups. I'm pretty much in the dark there, but it was split hand press ups. Okay, you come back up, prisoner skaters, split hand press ups, and then a 2-step dash. Okay, skaters. If you've not got room for the 2-step dash, which is a little 2 steps forward, 2 back, then we'll do agility sprints instead, which I'll also show you when we get there. Okay, press ups, exercise 2. So 2-step dash, forwards 2 steps, bend your knees to touch the floor, and then back 2 steps. So that's the 2-step dash. Or if you're short on space, we'll do agility sprints where you just move left to right slightly. Okay, stop there. 4th exercise is Commando Crawls. So that's on the floor, just crawling forwards a few steps and then back a few steps. Skaters though. So we start at the top, skaters. Then we've got the split hand press ups, 2-step dash, and then the Commando Crawl. Okay, into your press ups. As quick as you can, getting down onto the floor. Okay, back up, 2-step dash. Make sure you bend your knees. Okay, and then Commando Crawls. So we're staying low, crawling forwards, and then crawling back. Little twist of your hips as you crawl forwards and back. 2, 1. Woo. Okay, we'll stay here because now we're going to flip the order. We'll come in the sun. Now we're going to flip the order, start with Commando Crawls, and then run through them in reverse. So Commando Crawls, two-step dash, press ups, and then skaters. Okay, let's go with Commando Crawls. Timer started. Whew. Okay, so it's two-step dash. Then onto the floor for press ups. So let's jump down on the floor. Either on your feet or on your knees. And then last time with skaters. Keep sitting low into those little squats. One more. Woo. Okay, stop there. Now we're going to just go down to 3 exercises. So Commando Crawls first. I hope you're as out of breath as I sound. Okay, Commando Crawls. Okay, back up onto your feet into the two-step dash. Okay, and then last time for press ups. Okay, last press up. Woo. It's getting a little easier, this little pyramid. We're down to 2 exercises. He's found it all far too much. Okay, Commando Crawls. And then our two-step dash. All those agility sprints. Okay, stop there, guys, with the agility sprint. So we finish round 2, back on the floor with one final set of Commando Crawls. Stay low. Okay, and go. Just use whatever space you've got. Three, 2, 1, and rest there for 25 seconds. Okay, the final round, again, is 4 exercises, but this time we do them only once. We do a minute on each exercise. The first one is a floor to sky jump. So think burpee, but where we go to the floor. And we're going to start in 3 seconds. Okay, so hands down, feet out, all the way to the floor, feet back in, add the jump at the top. So much like a burpee, but lower yourself to the floor. And then it's as many as we can in 60 seconds. Keep making those jumps nice and big. Put some daylight between your feet and the floor. Come on, not long left. Last few seconds. Last one. Woo. Okay. Then we have a little bit of rest. Second exercise is mountain climbers. Got 10 seconds. Yes, I know, I've kind of been, I don't know why I joined in today. Okay. So, press up position. Timer started. Again, it's 60 seconds. Keep picking your feet up. Weight over your shoulders. If you need to pause, have a few seconds. Start again. Not long left, guys. Two, one. Okay, you get the shoulders after press ups and commando crawls. Third exercise is rebound squat jumps or rebound squats if you need to take the jump out. So sit into that squat, rebound, come up. Add the rebound in to give you the spring for the jump. This is about a minute and a half left in total. 30 seconds of these, and then one final exercise. Ignore that burning in your quads. It'll soon go when we stop. Final few seconds. 2, 1. Oh, dear me. Whew. Walk those off. Okay, last one. We're going to sit into a squat hold, and then I'm going to give you a few moves to do while we're in the squat hold. Okay, so squat hold position. And then while we're here, we'll keep throwing in, I'm coming in the sun, we'll keep throwing in the odd half burpee. So hands go down, feet out, feet in, and then back up. That's it. And again. And a third time. Stay as low as you can with these squats. Okay, and again. And add another one straight in after. And a third. And then we're going to stay here till the end. Two, one. Oh, dear me. Whew. Okay, we'll have 60 seconds. Like that, let that lactic acid disperse a little bit from your quads, which I feel like mine are on fire, or were at the end of that minute. Right, let me just change this timer for what we're going to do with the core work. So with the core work, we're doing 30 seconds work. In fact, I'll keep it with me and change this a little bit so we can see a bit better. Remind myself what I wanted to do. So if you want to make your way to the floor, if you've got a mat, sit yourself down on your mat. I know I am in the shade here, so it's not ideal, but hopefully you'll see enough of me and I'll describe what we are doing. But it's 30 seconds work on 4 exercises, so 2 minutes with 30 seconds rest. And then we've got another 2-minute block of core work, again back to back for 30 seconds with 30 seconds rest. And we're going to run through those 2 blocks 3 times. So in total it's 15 minutes of core work. Let's see. So first one is oblique crunches. So oblique crunches, you're on your back, shoulders raised off the floor, and you're reaching down to your ankle. So that one is going to be for 30 seconds. So if you get ready to start with that first, in 3, 2, 1, away you go. So you reach down, keep your shoulders just off the floor, and reach as close to your ankle or towards your toes as you can, the outside of your foot. Okay, next up, if you straighten one leg, place your hands under your lower back, and then I want you to come into a very small kind of sit-up movement where you bring your shoulders and lower, so upper back off the floor, but it's not a full sit-up. We're just focusing on those lower abdominal muscles, so really squeeze them as you start to raise your chest. 2, 1, then just change leg position. So bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. And then the final one of this first 2 minutes is going to be a reverse crunch. Again, this one, the reverse crunch, you keep your hands, but this time more under your backside than your lower back. 2, 1. So hands under your backside, you raise your feet off the floor, bring your knees up towards your chest, then push your feet up towards your ceiling, and then feet go back out straight. Bring them back in, back out. Try and keep your feet off the floor all the time. The regression is just to bring the knees up to the chest and don't push the legs up towards your ceiling or the sky. So you just bring your lower back off the floor slightly, or add that leg kick in. Okay, so there are 4, focusing predominantly on your abdominal muscles and your obliques. Then we're going to go into a bird dog. So this is also going to put a bit of emphasis on your lower back. We're going to do 10 bird dogs, which is opposite arm and leg in a 4-point kneel. So that movement. When you've done your 10, hold the remaining time, which will be about 10 seconds, as a pause. Okay, so stay on one side. So just stay on this one side to start. Arm goes straight, leg goes straight until they're level and parallel with each other, parallel with your hips and shoulders. Once you've done 10, then just hold that final position for the final 10 seconds, or remaining time, which there is 6 seconds. Then 2, 1, just change sides. Try and make sure that leg goes out straight behind you, not out to the side. Don't let it rotate. And again on that 10th rep, just hold the final position. 2, 1. Okay, then turn over and we're going into a reverse plank. So hips up high, change my position. So hips are high, reverse plank, or tabletop. That's a regression, might be a little easier, Michelle. If not, then do a bridge, Michelle, if you can. The other alternative, if you're able to hold that bridge. If not, we'll have to just make something else up. Okay, if you're in the reverse plank, we're then going walking reverse plank. So you bring your knee up towards your chest. If you're in tabletop, then just kick your foot out in front of you. So you're coming up basically same position, but just moving onto one leg, alternating either bridge, tabletop, or that reverse plank. You've got a few different options there. 2, 1. Okay, just rest a second. Right, we've got 30 seconds. Then we're going to go back to the crunches. Let me just show you those again. So the reverse plank is hips high, tabletop, and then you can do tabletop with kicks or reverse plank, and it's like a walking movement. So when we come back to those, but we're going to go back to the oblique crunches. Run through those. So that's where we're reaching down towards your ankle. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go for round 2. So I'm not changing the exercises or the order. So round 2 and 3 should feel a bit more familiar and allow you to get through a bit more work. Two, one. Okay, hands under your lower back. One leg straight, one bent. Okay, after 30 seconds, we'll change sides. 2, 1. Okay, change sides. And then the final one, when we get there, with a reverse crunch, whichever version you're doing. 2, 1. Okay, and then the reverse crunch. Always try and keep your feet off the floor when you push them back out away from you. So when you straighten your legs, don't let your heels touch the floor. Two, one. Okay. Whew. We've got 30 seconds. Then we're going to go back to bird dogs, 2 of them, the reverse plank and the walking reverse plank. God, actually, when you're in the sun, it's actually quite hot. At least it's not snowing. Okay, so bird dogs, 2, 1, and let's go. Not too quick. Once you've done that 10th, pause again. So putting a lot of focus in your lower back and your glutes. Okay, change sides. Hold for the final few seconds. Then we're going to turn over into reverse plank. Okay, so change your position. The reverse plank or tabletop or bridge. Either one, you're squeezing your butt, squeezing your glutes as tight as you can. Hold your hips up high. Try not to let them start to drop towards the floor. And then it'll be the walking version. Okay, so here we go. Final 10 seconds. Whew. Okay, and then we've got 5 minutes to finish. Because I gabbed a bit at the start, we're overrun by a minute, but I don't think we'll fall out about that. So, oblique crunches, the McGill curl as it's called. Then the reverse crunch. So get yourself set for the oblique crunches. You've got 5 seconds. Last time through each one of these. Okay, go. Just 30 seconds. Final 5 minutes. Let's get those stomach muscles working, fired up. Two, one, okay. Under your low back, straighten one leg, and then come up into that little curl. So just shoulders and upper back off the floor, nothing else. Two, one, okay, change leg, go again. Okay, final few seconds, then we've got the reverse crunch to finish this 2-minute block. Okay, so just change your hands slightly where they're positioned and then start with the reverse crunch. Oh, that regression. Don't do the leg kick up. Okay. Right. We have just 2 minutes remaining. Bird dogs and then reverse planks for our final couple of minutes. Oh, the big bees are out, buzzing around. And pigeons, goddamn pigeons. Jesus, it's like Pigeon Street here. Okay, so bird dogs. Okay, 10 and then pause. And if you forgot to count, just pause. 2, 1, okay. Last 10 on the other side. Final hold. 2, 1. Okay, turn yourself over, reverse plank, or that tabletop. Remember that was your alternative one. If you're feeling you're starting to struggle to hold those hips up, they do start to get heavier as we get more fatigued. Okay, and then the final 30 seconds is the walking version. Okay, let's go for 30 to wrap things up for today. Last 10 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Whew, let me stop the timer. So take a second there, guys. If you need a towel, grab that. If you need a drink, then grab a drink, and then we'll finish with a few cool down stretches. We will come up to standing actually for the stretches. So if you want to slowly make your way to standing, just change the camera. Okay, let's stretch those shoulders because they were doing a bit of work with planks and press ups and Commando Crawls. So reach up as high as you can. You might have to wiggle your way up if you can reach up high. Okay, then arms out to your side, squeeze your shoulders back. I hope whatever you're doing today, work-wise, you get to spend a little bit of time outside. It is beautiful actually at the moment. Hands into your low back. You gotta squeeze your elbows back towards each other. Okay, then grab your foot. Do a better job than that. And get your balance. Stretch those hip flexors. Okay, change leg. Okay, then push your hips back to finish with those hamstrings, calves. Just do what you can there, that's it. Okay, and then when you're ready, change leg. And that's where we'll stop this morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you're watching on the recording, hope you enjoyed it too. And I will see you hopefully all soon at the studio in person in real life.
See you Thursday.
Okay, see you, Michelle. See you, Becky. Bye, Leslie. See you guys.